Mahadeva alone is the supreme reality. Eko Rudro Nadvitiyaya Tatpara At Parato Ishas Tanme Manashiva Sankalpamastu. We have seen that the Vedas don't talk about Harihara. It just talks about Lord Shiva alone as the supreme reality. So when talks of Harihara come, it only refers to that Uma and Maheshwara, Ardhanari Swarupam. Parashakti only is sharing the left half of Paramashiva. It is not that Vishnu. So because, and there are also like statements in the Puranas, because only Puranas talk about that. Again, we have dealt this before. In the very first Katha I have said, only when the Purana Vakyams align with the Veda Mantras and Upanishads, then only it should be accepted. And otherwise it should be rejected. So nowhere in the Puranas or Upanishads, nowhere in the Vedas or Upanishads where actually Vishnu is actually considered to be equal to Shiva. Shiva alone is the supreme, ultimate reality. Nadvitiyaya, he is one without a second. There cannot be anyone equal to him or greater than him. So there are statements in the Puranas like Shivaya Vishnu Rupaya, Shiva Rupaya Vishnave. So how to understand that? That is also referring only to Parashakti Mata and Paramashiva. Also it can deal, we can understand in such a way that Vishnu's Antaryami is Mata Parashakti and Paramashiva. So he always engages in devotion to Lord Shiva, and then he gets that, bliss of engaging in devotion to Lord Shiva. And that's where we have places where Lord, in the Varaha Puranam 213th chapter also, Lord Shiva says, after being pleased by Nandi's devotion, he makes a statement, oh Nandi, now you have acquired my form. So there is no difference between us. You are me and I am you. And then whoever hurts you, hurts me. And whoever praises you, praises me. So does this mean that Nandi and Lord Shiva are the same? No. So out of, pleasing devotion, looking at the pleased devotion of Nandi, Shiva says that. Still that Bedam occurs. If we go and say, oh Nandi, you are Parvati Pati, he will slap us. Don't ever come to Shiva temple. That's what Nandi would say. So, out of being pleased by Nandi's devotion, he says that. He is not, because he is not willing to, Lord Shiva is compassionate, Karuna Sagara. So, even if someone insults him, he will, forgive. But if someone insults his devotees, he will never forgive. So that's where we have statements like Shivaya Vishnu Rupaya, so which just refers to Vishnu's Antaratma is actually Mahadeva. So these kind of statements are there, like where Lord Shiva says to Nandi and Upamanyu that you and I are the same. But we have to understand that properly. The Vedas only talk of Lord Shiva being the supreme. And there are other statements also in the Puranas. For example, Brahma Gita, 6th chapter, 54th verse, where the Chandogya Upanishad Vivaranam is done in Sutta Samhita. Kadhyoto yedi chandabano sadrishas tulyo harihi shambhuna. So when the talk of this talk comes actually where Hari and Shambhu are equal or not, that where actually the statement comes, Kadhyoto, when an insect is there, right? An insect is there. When a mosquito or an insect can equal the sun. So the sun is actually the giver of light for the entire planets. From here, if we see, it just looks like a ball, a small ball. But as actually giving the light, giving light for all the planets, Ananta Koti Brahmanda. And that Surya himself is actually one of the eyes of Lord Shiva. Tapana Indu Agni Nayana. So that, if you can say that the insect is equal to the sun, then you can say that Hari is equal to Lord Shiva. When can an insect be equal to the sun? What is an insect or a mosquito in front of the sun? So like that, what is Hari in front of Lord Shiva? So comparing, Sutta Maharshi himself says, comparing an insect with the sun is like comparing Hari with Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva alone is the supreme reality. No one can equal him or no one is greater than him. So that we have to understand. So manifestation of Lord Shiva means Vishnu has that divine qualities of Uma and Paramashiva. But he is also bound by Shiva Maya, and he is also bound by Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, and he is also belongs to the Jiva Tattva category. But he is the Shreshta, he is the greatest of all individual souls, greatest Jivatma.